Pico reporters, welcome back to my channel. Listen, do you know these photos that recently went viral of Pete Davidson and Emma Ratajkowski hugging in the back entryway of an apartment? Listen, I saw them on TMZ and I saw them on Page Six, and I thought nothing of it. Pete is not that interesting to me, and M is not that interesting to me either. But the other day, I was minding my own business, scrolling through on TikTok, when I found a video by a wonderful creator who goes by the name of Culture Work on TikTok. I definitely recommend following her for more celebrity gossip. She has a video really detailing how staged these photos are. So she caught the video that was posted behind these these viral photos of Pete and Emma Em Rata. And let me just say, it is absolutely hilarious. So I'm going to play her video. We'll watch her explain everything, and then you'll see just how accurate what she's claiming happened really is. Like, Pete and M are in a PR relationship, and they just got busted, y'all. Okay. So let's get into her TikTok page. Again, her TikTok page is Culture Work. Definitely make sure to go ahead and follow her for more celebrity gossip. And let's click through. So this is the video. Pete and Em Rata stage photos.
If you want a live look on how stage photos happen, look no further than Pete Davidson and Em Rata. He's obviously scheduled well in advance. Like her, stage photo PR journey didn't really start until maybe 4 months ago, till her divorce. And she really had to obviously set out and strategize how to rebrand herself as an independent woman. And PR photos help. So you got nothing but stage paparazzi photos of her walking out of her house nonstop. Same photographer, same agency every time. What's funny is that I used to live down the street from Em Rata in LA in Echo Park, and I would see her and her husband and the dog walking around. And even though Lana Del Rey and Maggie Rogers live in that same little nook, there's no paparazzi up there. And on a normal day, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell.
See, that's an interesting point. So she lives near them. Apparently Lana Del Rey lives in the same building, but there's never any paparazzi photos of Lana Del Rey, but there are always paparazzi photos of Em Rata, and they're always with the same photographer and the same agency, which is Backgrid. Backgrid is known for being the place where celebrities who stage their own paparazzi photos go to get help with that.
Hell, it's Em Rata. I recognize the dog with the husband first, but not in New York. A big part of her next chapter is this I'm more than a beautiful face thing, which we love to see it smart and sexy, brains and beauty. And she's platforming more of her personality, which is why she was on TikTok testing it out before she launched her podcast. Anyway, for her being a single girl about town also is still a very important tenet of her strategy. Back to this Pete Davidson thing. If you look at TMZ today, there's a video of them hanging out. It is the most cringeworthy, clearly staged thing I've ever seen. Okay, not that I've ever seen, but I'm shocked that it's out there. Let's take a look. Okay, if you're watching with me, this is what I'm talking about. This one. The background here is that it was his birthday. He drove to the East Village to pick her up, and they went back to his place in Williamsburg to hang out. I'm going to play the whole video to walk you through this because it's so bad. So all the paparazzi here from Backgrid. Video starts with Pete parked in the street, peeping through his finger. No photos, head down, no photo. He's on the curb waiting for this camera to pan to her like someone yelled action.
Did you guys see that? The way that Em was on the curb, standing there like this, and then she looks, she sees a flash, and then she starts walking. Yes, that definitely was quite suspicious. Suspiciosa.
Walks to the back, not even towards his car, serves a look to this photographer here, and then goes back to the curb.
That was hilarious.
He drives off. She's checking her phone, being okay, we got the shots, we got the shot. Mind you, he was supposed to pick her up in this little moment. She gets her own car to Brooklyn, slight look as she closes the door. Of course, the car needs to park far enough for her to walk a little bit. Pete doesn't have a buzzer, I guess, so he's down in the lobby waiting for her. Backgrid, who is there waiting, can shoot them through the window. A little hug. Pete serves some face towards the window and then puts a hoodie up and goes inside. I'm giving the acting here a 3. Anyway, the entire
How interesting that Pete happened to just be standing there waiting for her, and he was already inside, and she too. Hang on. Did she need a fob to get in, or did she get in on her own? I'm just going to replay this again, how she got in there. And I do like the point that Culture Work also brings up about the fact that Em Rata's ride that brought her to that building did not look right here. They didn't even drop her off right in front of the door. They dropped her off a little bit further so that we can get more paparazzi shots of her walking in. So she walks in, little sachet, throw those hips around. Okay, so she didn't have a fob, so she needed Pete's help getting in. But do they need to do this right in front of the paparazzi and stuff? It's very convenient. It's very, very convenient. there's this thing that like Pete is like this cool guy, like this fun guy, this funny guy, and that's why women date him and this, that, and the other. Listen, maybe he is, but I think more than anything, he is somebody who is also trying to lift his own profile. And he does that through dating. He's one of those, like someone said in Culture Works comments section, you're going to see it right there. Someone said that Pete Davidson is the PR boyfriend of the moment. And I agree with that. I think he's like the male version of Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey is a PR girlfriend as well, in my humble opinion. And I'm not knocking them. Listen, you make your coin how you make your coin. You raise your profile how you raise your profile. It's just all too convenient that this guy that everybody wants to portray as a nice, simple guy who doesn't really care for all the pomp and circumstance of Hollywood always attaches himself to rising stars, right? So if you go from the left, we've got Kaya Gerber, who is a model, an nepotism model. Then next to her, we've got Kim Kardashian, who's probably like the most photographed, one of the most photographed people in the world. She loves the paparazzi. She loves the red carpet. She's got a reality show. She's got several brands. She's always in various magazines and stuff. And then he was also with Ariana Grande, and she's another huge superstar. Their relationship was very fast and furious. I believe they got engaged after only 1 month. And it seemed like they were doing a lot of paparazzi strolls, walking around together. One thing that's interesting is that when Ariana was with Pete, she was very heavily photographed. But how often do you see Ariana photographed in the streets these days? Very rarely, right? And I'm sure that she still has the same level of activity that she normally does. It's just that she's not personally interested, I guess, at this moment in time. I believe that when she was with Pete, she needed it. But at this moment in time, she does not need like all of that PR stuff. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know who this last woman is. The face looks familiar, but I don't know who she is. And if you drag me for that, I'm sorry. That's anti-Black, okay? I'm joking, but seriously, I don't know who that woman is. I've seen her face, but I don't know who she is. She's a cute girl, okay? And she's famous because I know her face. So there you go. And I do believe, listen, I think on his more like low-key relationship thing, I would say Cassie David would definitely be up there, who is the daughter of the legendary actor and writer Larry David. But I think Pete really is Hollywood. Like he likes to play like boy next door and this and that, dress very low key and whatnot. The whole Staten Island thing, but he really is Hollywood. He loves the spotlight and he loves the fodder and everything like that. So there you go, you guys. That was so funny. Culture Work, really, thank you so much for posting that video. It was so insightful seeing the way that these two seem to very purposely be looking for paparazzi attention, working with the paparazzi in order to both mutually benefit from this staged PR relationship. So one thing about Pete is that his PR relationships, his PR contracts do not last long. He and Ariana lasted what, 3-4 months together, even with the engagement after 1 month. He and Kaya Gerber, I think that lasted like 2 years or something like that. I do believe that there were some kind of issues revolving age, because I do believe she was very young when she got with Pete, and that was a cause for concern with her parents. Now, Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson lasted 9 months. One thing that's fascinating about those 9 months is that they started when Khloe Kardashian and Trash Can Thompson conceived their IVF baby, and they broke up when the IVF baby was born. And we all knew that this was a distraction for that. I also did initially believe that it was a distraction from Astroworld Festival as well, because around that same time, Travis Scott, who is the baby daddy of Kylie Jenner, had that tragic Astroworld Festival that left many of his fans dead and or injured. And Ariana Grande, again, we already went over that. That lasted a couple of months. This woman over here with the beautiful hair, I don't know her, so I don't know how long their relationship lasted, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was only a couple of months as well. So listen, I'm really curious to know what you guys think about this. Like, does seeing this video of him and Em Rata pretty much obviously playing to the paparazzi, does that kind of surprise you? Or did you always feel as though Pete Davidson was a little bit, excited by the limelight a lot more than he cares to let on? Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.